Yo guys, what is going on? It's your boy Nick from Run the Foot Market here, guys. Today I'm bringing you guys episode number 6 of the Black Friday Market Crash mini-series. Guys, a lot of stuff going down this weekend. I'm sorry I've been haven't uploaded in a few days. Been super busy, but here we are. So essentially, guys, a lot has been going down since we last looked at the market. A lot has gone down. Now, just to give you guys a little bit of a hint thingy, we have made a big buy. This episode, we actually did it about an hour ago, and I will show you guys that this episode. But essentially, what's been going on is people have been really starting to not panicking, but selling, and the market as a whole. And I'm going to use this number just so you guys know. So before Black Friday, the market, according to Footbin, was at 110 points. Not Black Friday, but the Black Friday market crash, which initiated about a week ago. Black Friday's not for 2 more weeks, but it started at 110 points on Footbin, and right now it's at 64 points, the index 100 for the whole market index, which means that the market's getting absolutely killed. It's getting trashed everywhere, left, right, and center. People are listing like crazy, and I'm going to talk about a few things before we start this video. Now, in general, for me right now, it's getting very close for me to tell you guys to go buy the elite golds like Griezmann, Suarez, and the ones to watch cards like Morata, Lacazette, those kind of guys. It's very close for those guys to be bought. Just because of their not, I mean, Lacazette's gone from 700 to 400,000 coins in a week, which is just, I mean, it's unbelievable how much these guys are getting killed, and at some point, it's just going to be like that gut feeling that you get where you look at it and you're just like, that's too cheap. Like, I am not going to let that sit around. That's got to be bought right now. So that's something that's going down right now, and that's something I want to keep you guys aware about. Now, I have a working theory about icons. I don't think icons, especially on Xbox, are going to drop as much as they did last year, because especially the elite icons are so rare. I think they're going to have trouble going down more than 150, 200k each. So if you see an icon that you've been watching that is about 150 or 200k in that kind of like 500 to 2 million range of coins, if you see it down that much, it might be a time to buy. I have this theory that I also think that there's going to be multiple windows to buy. I think there's going to be times where you can get in with a card and it will go up in 12 hours and you can make 100, 200k, and then there might be another window where it goes back down. But I don't think, I think that I really am thinking right now that obviously the best time to buy elite cards, and we saw it last year, is the week. It's definitely before Black Friday. Black Friday is the best for guys like Bakayoko, cards like that. They're going to be packed a lot and are just going to go down due to the natural supply. But you guys have to keep monitoring, like we do in this series, of players in our concept squads, and kind of look at their prices. And you have to look at something, and if you have a gut feeling and you're like, all right, I've been watching this for a week now, that's the cheapest I've seen it, and I really like that, it's appealing to me, maybe you take the risk. It's all about risks. And something I want to point out was Cristiano Ronaldo. Believe it or not, last Thursday he went down to 1.55, and I looked at that card and I should have bought it. I knew it. I had a gut feeling. I was like, that is too cheap, and I'm going to explain to you why I had that gut feeling, because a lot of you guys might be new on here. You're like, I don't know how to have that feeling. I don't watch the market enough. Look, he's 1.614. He's about, essentially, he went down to 1.55 million coins last Thursday night for about a window, and I'm talking about these windows, man, these periods where you can buy these cards for about an hour or two. And in turn, what actually happened after that was, I think 12 hours later, he went up to 1.7, at least close to it. So you could have flipped that already. You could have made coins right there. But if you were looking to buy Ronaldo for your team, that was probably a window. There's going to be other windows. But I don't know if Ronaldo is going to go much lower than than like 1.5 million. He started at 1.85 before this market crash. And seeing him at 1.55 the other night means that he has gone down like 250, 300k, which is, I mean, that's like 15-20% on that kind of player. It's crazy. That's a crazy drop. And last year, Ronaldo went from 1.45 to 1.25. So last year, you got to understand, Ronaldo only went down 200k last year. You got to look at it like that standpoint. Like, can he really go much more than 300k down in value? You can't. You have to be greedy to an extent. Like, if you see that kind of deal, you got to go in. And right now, I think he's at a steady 1.6, and I do think he can go a little lower. Before we get into the concept squads and before I show you guys what I have bought, let's look at Messi. So Messi, he went up. He was about 770 on Wednesday, and then he went up. He actually went back up to 820, 830 for the weekend league, and now you are seeing him being panic sold like crazy. Really, I'm looking at this card for 740, 730. If it can get there, great. We will probably buy it. I think it's got like 20 to 30K more to go. But yeah, Messi was about 920 before this crash, and he's down almost 200K, about 150. So a lot of gold cards are getting very close, in my opinion, to being the time to buy. I can't tell you guys. I can't hold your hands. I can't tell you exactly when, where, I don't know when to buy it, but I can tell you that it's time to get involved pretty soon. And you're seeing this from guys like, I think, Lacazette, in my opinion, who he has not really gone under 400K. It seems like he has that floor of, like, people aren't letting him go under that price. 398. So look, this is the first time I've seen this mass listed at this price, and that's a pretty cheap price. I have to say, like, for me, that's appealing. We may make a buy this episode. I'm not sure yet. I will let you guys know if we end up buying that, but that's not a bad price by any means for ones to watch Lacazette. And on Xbox, it's on the cheaper side of things of where I've seen him. I would say 380, 370 is a golden price for both consoles. As you see here, I started off the episode on the watch list. We were watching a lot of players. Something to note, which I want to point out to every single one of you guys watching this video, okay? Matt HD Gamer, who is a big YouTuber, he does a lot of videos that can affect the market when he does them, right? So today he did a video on talking about the market crash. Now, he does a market crash video every time we get close to Black Friday. He does one every year towards Black Friday. Last year, he told people to sell everything, get liquidated, because there wasn't all this investor hype. There wasn't a ton of people freaking out and getting liquid 3 weeks ahead. Today, he released his video today. You can go check it out on his channel. He basically told everyone it's time to buy and that prices are too cheap. So what you're probably going to see today is you saw a market go all the way down. A lot of people expecting on Sunday night it to be very cheap because it was already going down. Everyone's going to really panic on Sunday night and they want to sell everything. Well, Matt kind of made a video today saying to buy. He's going to have a huge influence, and guys, I've already seen all these. I've seen informs as a whole over like 200K that are overpowered. They've already gone up 10, 15, 20K. I'm starting to see a lot of cards already go up in value since this video, and it's going to be really interesting to see what actually happens based off of his video. Like, will all this stuff continue to go up, or is it going to crash and burn? Who knows? We're going to see. It's going to be very interesting. We're going to go head over into the concept squad really quickly. We're going to go check out some players. And yeah, let's continue. Guys, we made a huge buy today. A huge buy. I'm not joking. We made an absolutely massive buy. I don't know if he's in the club. We can see if he is. He's not in the club. He's on the transfer list. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get him. All right, guys, and the reason you might be wondering why so many Hullets were on my transfer or watch list today was because we did finally buy 86 Hullet. I didn't get the 90, but I finally saw the 86 at a price that I really enjoyed, and that price happened to be 1.15 million coins. Now, last year I would have looked at that and say that's a pretty average buy during a Black Friday market crash. You would want him to go down another 100K. He's basically been selling between 1.25 and 1.4 for the last few weeks, so 1.15 is a really good deal. And if I flip at where he's been selling like 1.25, I'll make an easy 40, I think 40K. And I don't know what I'm going to do with him yet. I'm going to hold on to him for a little, but it's an outstanding price. And as you saw on my watch list, since I bought this card, he's sold at 1.2, 1.215, and 1.229. So he's selling at that price, which is great because, in my opinion, the market is very low right now. It's going to continue to go up because of this big video and people may be thinking it's time to buy. But again, going back to my theory of like icons, I think what's going to happen this year is less people, I think because they're so rare on Xbox, they're going to go down a lot less. And I think that what's going to happen is people after Black Friday are going to be like, all right, it's safe now, I'm going to go buy. And I think the rise after Black Friday could be as big as ever this year. The drop might not be like last year, but the rise could be absolutely massive. So that's just something to watch. And another buy I made, which I want to show off to you guys really quickly before we start this episode, was Inform Otamendi. Now, people expected Player of the Month on Friday, and they pushed it back a week because of international break. So a lot of people panic sold investments. So here, Otamendi is already like 53, 54K. We picked up 5. They're on my trade pile for 45K when he was being panic sold. You know, I'm going to be able to sell that for 60K again next Friday. So that's going to be an easy 15,000 coins a card. I highly recommend to anyone looking to do Player of the Month investing, always buy if someone panics. Like if something doesn't happen, go buy and when they're panicking. When everyone's selling, you want to be buying. It's kind of that kind of mentality that you want to be with, you know? So let's look into the squad really quick. We'll talk about what I think happened in terms of the prices of these players that we're watching from last episode. I know I've carried along this intro way too long, but I had too many things to talk to you guys about in terms of what I think the market's going to look like. You may see next episode that I do buy some gold cards. I'm looking at a gold De Gea. I'm looking at things like that right now that I may add to these teams. So you guys will be the first to see that if we do make any buys. First of all, let's start off with Inform Aubameyang. That's an intriguing open bid. We might look into that. 559 on the bin. Something to really watch. He's one to really watch because he's rare. So here's what I'm saying about the earlier Team of the Week cards that are rare. They're gonna drop less because there's less undercutting and they're a lot more rare. But I think if you can get them for really good prices, like 50, 100K under what they go for, like so for Aubameyang, for me, I'm realistically gonna look at that card for 510, 520, 515. If I can get it for that price, I'm gonna be really happy with that deal. Same goes for Inform Aguero. He's going down a lot today, and we're gonna definitely watch these two. You guys, the biggest key to knowing if the market is kind of in a state of panic or just all over the place is when you see a lot of open bids on high-rated rare cards. That's kind of when you know. Haji's down like crazy. This 89 card, last time we looked, he was 715. He's like 670 right now. So he's really getting down in value. Inform KDB, before I started this, he was like 480, and I think he went up after that video came out. So he's 550. He's already a player that's been impacted by that video. 86 Vera, I mean, this card is not really moving at all, and I don't think it's going to go down a lot. I think it's really going to stay at this 1.25, 1.3 range. Same with the Hullet, and that's why I think this Hullet deal is so good. And by the way, the ones to watch Neymar have not sold yet. It's kind of a really long-term investment. I might hold out on it for Team of the Group stage because I think that when that's going to happen, he'll probably be close to 2 million, 1.9. Make some good coins there. But not sure. If he scores a lot and is friendly next week or something, I'll probably sell him then. 88 Maldini. Let's check him out. 495, 478K. Okay. So he's not, he's just kind of not being completely panicked right now. This card is totally down since we last looked. It's like 50K down. Maldini, we're looking still for like 440, 430. I haven't seen him there yet. Saw this card listed fresh for 535K today. Didn't buy it. Was that a good deal? Yes. 535K fresh for that center back right card. It's totally a good deal. 100% you would take that deal all day. 420, 415 for the Zanetti. Is that one fresh? This could be. That guy's starting to go. I think you're looking at in the 300s. This card has held its price amazingly. I mean, De Gea's inform has not dropped at all. He's gotten extremely rare. It's a great card to look into in this next week or window or so. Is this a fresh Pele? No, it's been used. But wow, so 3 mil flat. That's definitely on the lower spectrum of things of where I've seen him. He's not very low, and he's not too cheap, but low. This card's kind of just chilling at 155. Lowest I saw that was 1.43. 91 Ronaldinho. He's still a little bit too high for my liking. I want him to get down more. Gold Hazard is definitely going down. Oh my God, have elite golds tanked in the last few days. It's actually insane how much they've gone down. He's down big. Not buying yet. Inform Sanchez. I don't know the demand in this card, but I saw him at 360 last time, and it looks like he's 390 right now. Which means that, listen, I don't think you missed the window. I think there's going to be more windows. Bale is down like crazy today. The golds in the elite kind of spectrum, oh my God, they're down so much. It's crazy how low Bale is. He's down a lot since we last looked. Inform Dybala is down a ton since we last looked. Last time we saw him at 700, and I even thought that was a good deal. And now he's got open bids. I mean, he's being panicked out of his mind. I saw this card at 630 earlier today. What a deal that would have been if we got him for 630. Roberto Carlos, see what I'm saying, guys? Open bids. You know it's going down, man. Griezmann's down a lot. He's actually like just under the 200 range right now, which is kind of like where I was looking at him. I'm going to see if he goes any more down. This Kluivert's down. This Kluivert is down. Most things we're looking at are down since we last looked, but are up a little bit since yesterday. Do you know what I'm saying? So I haven't shot this since Thursday or Wednesday. So most went down more, but they have recovered a little bit since yesterday. But a lot of panic going on. This Petit is basically the same thing we saw it at last week. Let's go look at the other squad we have really quickly. Check on the golds there because, in my opinion, that's where the real look is right now. We're going to add some OTWs for next episode because we're going to start watching those more. I've only been watching really OTW Neymar, Lacazette, and Lukaku. By the way, I bought a Lukaku. I didn't mention any of these episodes because I did it over the weekend. Bought one for 675,000 coins, and I sold before his game for 747. So I made like a cheeky 30K, 40K after tax, something like that. So we did it right with that. If you guys are in profit zones, man, take the money. I wouldn't risk it. The market is so up and down right now. Suarez at 420. That's an amazing buy. Conte has gone down like crazy. Unbelievable the drop in Conte's price right now. He's like under 150 right now, which is extremely low. If he goes to 120, 125, 130, I might have to hop on that. This 88 Mertens is extremely low right now, 459K. It's crazy the panic that's going on in the market right now. It's definitely looking like it's getting very close for me to put some coins into a lot of different players. 435. Pogba's back down to 400. He went up last weekend to like 450, 460 for weekend league, and he's back down. Screams are very low right now, guys. Screams might be a great look to pick up. Super low. Like, most screams are getting close to discard. Brozovic is in the 80s. That I've never seen him. Like, I really haven't seen him anywhere lower than 89. He's like low 80s. David Luiz is getting hit right now. Varane is getting hit like crazy. 30K is holding, but he is down. And Marcelo, all these golds in these teams are down, and especially the likes of like De Gea. He's one I'm really looking at right now, like extremely looking at. He's one I'm very interested in. If he goes to 170, 160, I have to hop on that. I'm gonna have to buy. I don't know if he, so he's up a little bit since earlier, which is interesting. And then let's take a look at this Inform Ericsson really quickly, because I was seeing this card going open bids for like 200 flat earlier. This card is a card you want to look into potentially. Down a lot. He's down about 50, 60K since the Black Friday start. And if he goes down another 10, 20, you might have to hop on that. So, guys, I appreciate you guys watching today. I don't want to carry on this video too long, but it's definitely getting close to maybe making some big-time buys. Keep monitoring. I'm going to keep the series going. There's going to be a ton of up and downs in this market, so just take advantage. If you think there's a lot of panic going on, maybe get involved. Guys, you guys got to understand, man. In my opinion, the market's at the lowest point I've ever seen. It's 64 points. Something to point out is last Black Friday crash of last year, it went to 63 at the lowest. So it's getting close, guys. In my opinion, it's getting very close. Stay tuned on the channel for more stuff. I appreciate you guys watching. Guys, let's smash 1,000 likes if you guys enjoyed the video. If you didn't, throw the dislike. I don't really care at the end of the day. Appreciate you boys watching. And yeah, so just stay tuned, guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.